Good morning once again, everybody. I got some more 10's here to show you. I'm going to start off by showing you what I have playing in the background, which I've been listening to a lot lately. It's Love, Devotion, Surrender with Carlos Santana, John McLaughlin, and Mahavishnu Orchestra. Freaking amazing. Can you hear that down there? Oh, just some super awesome guitar playing happening here. It's a gatefold. Oh, there we are. This is a great, great album if you just want to just listen to some sweet-ass guitar playing. Pretty awesome. So I saw Jeff show one of these. This is a Cat Stevens Teaser in the Fire Cat. This was my first exposure to Cat Stevens, and I fell in love with the album along with Peter the Tillerman. This is an original Island pressing here. The pink rim label. Pretty sweet, huh? Yeah, these are some great old albums, and I can't believe I didn't really get into Cat Stevens till fairly recently, maybe about a year ago or so. Oh, I had this pulled out again. This was Iron Wine, or in this number of days. Make sure you check this out. Something you can relax to. This one has been shown, I think, a couple times. Once by Mr. Dylan's Records. It's about Dylan, Blonde on Blonde. Love this album. Just such a great album. I made a video devoted to it. You know what I mean? This is my mono pressing. Original with the original inner picture with that chick Claudia Cardet or whatever her name is. Pretty awesome. And let's see here. Oh man, I know you'd love this one. This is this is one of the first records I bought when I got back into collecting. I got a really great price on it, and now I see them in used bins, and their prices seem to be going up on it. But this is Derek and the Dominoes, Layla, and other sort of love songs. Love this album. Such a diversity of It's a big album, it's a lot of songs on here. So a lot of it's based steeped in the blues, and there's others, they're just pop and stuff like that. But this is an awesome record. I had to pull this out because I used to listen to this record constantly, and it's a great record. I still listen to it on occasion. I haven't listened to this record for many years. This is Beach Boys' Pet Sounds. I'm not going to say, it's like one of the, greatest albums ever made by human beings. I probably would have said that at some time, but it's just what, when you think about what was done in the studio at the time, yeah, it's pretty advanced for its time. So, yeah, the Beach Boys' Pet Sounds, great album. Here is another gem, and I love this album. Talked about it maybe once before, a long time ago when I first got it. But this kind of introduced me back into the world of more traditional American music. It's the Avett Brothers, I Am Loving You. I love this album. I know they're probably working on a new album right now. They have many other releases other than just this one here, but yeah, this is definitely worth checking out. And how can I do this without saying, Derek 3, here we go. There's Derek. I love this album too. It takes you in on an adventure in the listening experience. You know what I mean? It's like, different types of songs. Different moods happening on this album. That's why I like it. I like listening to that. It's pretty sweet. If you don't have a copy, get a copy if they're still available. I don't know. Let's see here. Led Zeppelin 2. This album is, no matter how many times I hear it, it's always mind-blowing. The musicianship is just freaking incredible. You know what I mean? Just big-ass sounding record. It just pounds. I know this has some writing, somebody's initials on here. But when I bought this record, I saw it. It was just absolutely clean. Just clean, and it sounds freaking amazing. It has this really thick, wide spine and stuff on it. But, yeah, Led Zeppelin 2, how can you go wrong? Just a great album. And here's one. It's a newer release, and I've been listening to this one a lot as well lately, both in the car and on the turntable. This is First Aid Kit's The Lion's Roar. Just a great album. You haven't heard it? Check it out online. At least the title track, or yeah, check out the title track, The Lion's Roar. Check it out. Start with that. Tell me what you think. Geez, I got a few more here. This one, I'm going to have to go ahead and agree with Jeff again. This is Nick Drake, Brighter Later. Such a great album. Still on the hunt for Pink Moon. Still trying to get a copy of Pink Moon, because that would be in this stack as well if I did have it on vinyl. But yeah, Brighter Later, definitely check this album out. Just such a, this is like at the point in Nick Drake's career where they're trying to get him, you know, like a little bit bigger than he was, but you know, he refused to perform for in the most part, and then that's probably why his success didn't really come to him, because you know, he had just had, you know, anxiety issues and depression and stuff like that. So great album. And this one, you know, I mean, I like the sound of, like, you know, mandolins and, you know, Sears Roebuck guitars through Sears and Roebuck amps, and, you know, and there's a lot of that on this album, and this is just such a great album. This is again, one of the first new pieces I bought when I started getting back into vinyl. I think it's still in print, so you can probably still get it if you don't have it. I highly recommend you get this album because it's so freaking good, and it was produced by T-Bone Burnett, and so it has that sound on it. This is Robert Plant and Alison Krauss, Raising Sand. Oh, man, I can't talk about this record enough. You know, some people may think it's, you know, your first impression of it, you know, when you see it, you might think it's corny because Alison Krauss is involved, and, you know, Robert Plant, you know, has he done anything huge since Led Zeppelin? I don't know. I mean, that's just what some people may think. I'm telling you, their voices blend together like, you know, coffee and cream or peas and carrots or whatever you want, whatever you want to use. I know that was pretty stupid, but such an awesome album. I mean, there's songs on here that are just so tastefully done that have been done before, you know, like, you know, Killing the Blues. I think Please Read the Letter is actually another song too that has been done before. But my God, Stick With Me, Baby, that song on here. Man, I'm gonna go listen to this record after I'm done with this video. This is I haven't listened to it in a while, but oh, get this freaking album. Seriously, and the pressing is immaculate too. I think it was pressed at RTI. Just amazing quality record. Pick this up. You won't regret it. I think you can probably get it for about $20. I paid $30 for that originally, and then I think you can get a copy for like last time I saw them at the record store was like $20 maybe. So just a few more to go. This one shoots me back to my teenage years, and this is an original pressing too. I'm really happy to have this in my collection. This is What's the Story, Morning Glory by Oasis. I know they had a bit of, you know, they got thrown into that whole Britpop wave that happened in the 90s, you know what I mean? But, I mean, talk about a record. I mean, the songs, I mean, this is like Noel Gallagher at his peak, I think, of his songwriting skills, because their album after this wasn't the greatest, you know. Definitely maybe their debut album was awesome too, but this one, you know, just awesome. Awesome freaking record. Oop, sleeve's coming off here. So, yeah, I mean, you probably don't want to seek this out on vinyl because it's pretty expensive in original pressing, and they did have reissues that are out of print again, and they're just even the reissues are freaking expensive too. Just two more here. This one here, when I was a teenager and I was really into studying guitar techniques and just going to town and learning how to play guitar. Those were my prime years, you know, the exploratory years, and I had, you know, there's, like I said before, there's many doors you have to go through when you're learning something like this, and Jimi Hendrix is a door you have to go through. And this is just like the pinnacle of psychedelia right here, our experience, Jimi Hendrix experience. I mean, seriously. So many classic songs in this album, just great freaking guitar work and just amazingness happening, you know what I mean? I'm sure many of you have a copy of this record, meaning the reissue, and you know, this is an original. It's in pretty great shape. So, yeah, I just had to show that again, too. Amazing stuff. And then my last one here, and I've seen this, you know, in a few videos, too. I would say this is almost a perfect 10 for me. Probably about a 9.75, 9 3/4. This is another Bob Dylan album. This is Blood on the Tracks. I love this album. One track, I'm sorry guys, you may disagree with me on this, but one track in particular just annoys the crap out of me, and that's literally Rosemary and the Jack Hearts. Sorry, I know I'm bashing Blood on the Tracks, but you know, hey, I don't like that song. I'm sorry. I mean, if you would have left that song off this album would have been a lot better. I know, that's might be some blasphemy to you Dylan fans out there, but you know, there it is. It's what I have to offer about Blood on the Tracks. I love it. That one song just annoys the crap out of me. I have 2 copies of this record. and I have it on CD. I love it. So, you know, don't hate on me. Anyway, I have a lot of things I have to get done today. I have to, you know, do some tie up some loose ends at school before the semester starts, and sold some records on eBay. I'm going to ship those out. I got to start writing a scholarship essay. My first time ever doing that, and it has to be done by the 30th. And I'm kind of pushing it, but you know, just something simple. You know, so I'm not too worried about it. But anyway, and thanks for the overwhelming response on the show me your Neil Young stuff. Man, I mean, Tony, wow. That's a hell of a collection you got there, man. And yeah, I checked out Dreamin' Man or whatever it was on Spotify. Oh man, that is awesome. I mean, they're still available and cheaper than Harvest Moon. So, thanks a lot, guys.